You're looking at James Wynn at 153 pounds. The 5'8" fights out of Melbourne, Florida. He'll be facing this man, Jayson Patino, American Top Team Orlando. Oh, we got the 153 pounders getting ready to square off. James Wynn, fighting out of Militich Fighting System, will be facing Jayson Patino, American Top Team. Two quality fighters.
Absolutely.
All right, they're squaring off, and let's get the action started right now.
My name is James Wynn. I'm from Melbourne, Florida. My day job is I'm an LPN/DCC worker. I work with the mentally challenged. This is a big fight for me. It's my first fight. I have my little brother coming out, and I won't lose in front of my little brother. I'm his hero, and it's going to continue to be that way. Cardio, weightlifting, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, you name it, I did it. Wrestling alligators, wrestling bears, whatever there was, I did it. I'm a very good striker, and got pretty good jiu-jitsu game. How I'm going to take him out, I'm just punches and bunches, light and fast. I'm give him too much to handle, too much to swallow, and in the end, it's just going to be me posing on top of him. So that's how it's going down. Yes, I go by James the Fighting Wynn. The Fighting Wynn, because my last name's Wynn, obviously, but also stands for the wind is fast, and so are these fists, so you can't see them coming, and it's just going to be a big blur.
No question about it, TJ DeSantis. James Wynn will be looking to really make an impression, not only on the sold-out crowd here at UCF Arena, but on his hero and trainer, Pat Militich. Can you imagine, as a young 21-year-old, having Pat Militich in your corner?
Your first fight as an MMA fighter with Militich in your corner is just insane. Pat Militich, former UFC welterweight champion. I mean, the confidence that this kid must have, just having Pat in his corner, is a huge help, especially in his MMA debut.
No question about it. But he does have his work cut out for him, because he's going to be facing this man right here, Mr. Jayson Patino.
My name is Jayson Patino. I come from Coral Springs, Florida. I'm 1-0 right now. I want to maintain my undefeated record, so I'm going to take every fight like it might be my last, take everything real serious. I don't slip on anybody. I definitely won't underestimate anybody. Trained over at American Top Team here in Orlando. So, I mean, I've been running, lifting, training real hard, usually twice a day, so pretty serious. I wrestled in high school and college, so definitely ground and pound. My opponent's James Wynn. I don't know anything about him, except he's going to start off 0-1 his professional career. I plan on taking him down, do a little ground and pound, and by the end of the night, he should be asleep.
There is nothing wrong with having a little bit of confidence, and clearly Jayson Patino firing the first shot across the bow, claiming that James Wynn will start off his pro career with a loss at 0-1.
Well, he should have some confidence. You know, we mentioned the team that Wynn has behind him, Militich Fighting Systems affiliate school in Florida, but Jayson Patino's training with the American Top Team, a very solid school. One of their lightweights, Marcus Aurelio, defeated the #1 lightweight in the world last year in Taka Norigomi, so he is a strong supporting team behind him.
Two great schools. Let's look at the tail of the tape. Here's how it all mixes out on paper, TJ. James Wynn, 5 years older than the younger Jayson Patino. Same height, same weight. A little bit of a reach advantage for James Patino with that 2.5-inch reach advantage. All right, let's go up to Elliot Wilborn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next fight is in the lightweight division. He stands 5'8", 155 pounds. He's fighting with Militich Fighting out of Melbourne, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, James Wynn. Fighting out of the red corner, stands 5'9", 155 pounds. He's right here out of Orlando, Florida, American Top Team. Ladies and gentlemen, Jayson Patino.
So we have a bit of a mixed crowd reaction, a smattering
Your
of
referee
applause.
for this fight will be George Ortiz.
Applause and boos were for both fighters here, so not that it matters, but it's interesting to hear a mixed crowd for the first time.
Well, the crowd always, plays some part of, motivation, and when you're just so tired in there, when the crowd is chanting your name, it definitely gets you back up on your feet sometimes.
James Wynn in the blue and black trunks, Patino in the white.
Touch with gloves, and look at Wynn. He comes out there with that nice low Muay Thai kick. And we're gonna see him mix it up here on the feet. It looks like.
Let's see the speed here at the 153-pound weight.
Now Patino goes in for a single leg, take him down, turns him over. Very nice takedown, right into side control. Now Wynn's got to get his guard back here. It looks like he's doing so. He's in half now. He's got to get his left leg all the way through to the other side. Got a half butterfly here. He can do some things with his half butterfly, but he definitely needs to get that full guard, and he's trying to do so.
Patino doing a nice job with that slam to release Wynn, so he didn't absorb any of the impact.
And Patino passes right back to side again. He's walking up his opponent's body. From here, he can do some nice elbows, or he can tuck that left arm in, a la Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes is, one of the best at doing that and raining down some elbows.
Lots of choke options available for Patino in this position as well.
Yeah, he can go for the arm triangle. He can go for a straight-up forearm choke, which that really doesn't do much, but it definitely, distracts an opponent. You're putting a forearm on their throat like that, they want to push it off, and it opens up some opportunities for some strikes there.
You're watching Combat Fighting Championships number 3 from UCF Arena, and right now Patino is putting it on James Wynn.
Patino with a couple nice shots there. He's using his forearm to just really grind his opponent's face in. You see the referee kind of telling him to use his position a little bit better. They will stand him up if this goes on too long on the ground without any significant action or damage.
The stand-up's much more quick in the last 2 or 3 months, in the States at least. Lots of movement towards the faster stand-up.
Yep. Give it to James Wynn here. He's doing a good job to not take too much damage. Just as I say that, Patino lands some decent, just not really damaging blows, but blows nonetheless.
Patino says that he is known for his ground and pound in his
There's a
team
couple
of
hard elbows there.
team.
You see, right there, Patino kind of raised his body up to do a quick, hard shot, and Wynn used that opportunity to try to get back to guard, and he almost got there, but Patino just constantly is passing the guard here, really showing that he has some really good jiu-jitsu on the ground, which is really expected from an American top team guy.
And right now, Patino is having his way with Wynn. Wynn doing a good job of recomposing, going into that half butterfly again, but not really putting too much offense together from his back.
Yeah, he needs to get that full guard before he can really look at any options. There he does. He needs to close it up here and really try to get some hand control on Patino, because if he can't control the hands, he can't really set up any chokes or anything. I mean, he's constantly going to be defending, some shots.
As if he heard you, he grabbed the wrists of Patino, but Patino's still looking to raise up. Oh,
he's looking
Wynn
for an arm.
going.
Yeah, he just really put his leg over lazily like that. Armbar had no technique. And just for his effort there, he's going to get his guard passed again. Oh, now he could be going for a triangle choke, but Patino seems to be doing a real good job circling away from the leg. As soon as that leg comes up, he's trying to pass as soon as possible, and that's going to keep him on the ground here. He's using his position. The referee's not going to stand him up if he's being very productive down here.
Patino back into side control, and Wynn finally recomposing. Now looking to go for some. Boy, look at the flexibility.
That's a rubber guard right there. He can set up a go-go plata, which is very hard to do. That's straight up Eddie Bravo jiu-jitsu out of Vegas in California. You got to be pretty good to pull off a go-go plata. Pat Milicic just screaming for an up kick. There you go. You saw Patino go for a stomp to the body. Some commissions aren't exactly keen on the stomps to the body, but it looks like the referee let that one go.
Yeah, when he tips up the foot and they get that heel first, you get that axe effect, and that can be very, very dangerous as it turns into the axe kick and can really damage a fighter.
Just about under a minute left here in this fight, and Patino's working the guard, just passing the guard real easy, and he's gonna have a real easy 10-9 round here if this goes the distance in this first round.
It's certainly looking that way, and now he's going for the choke.
He's got the guillotine there. I don't know if he has it. He's trying to finish it with his fingers here. Oh, he's got it.
He got
there
him.
you go.
They
There
got
you
him
go.
with just 28 seconds left to go in the round at 4:42 rather, of the first round. Jayson Patino making a good show of himself, upping his record to 2-0, and James Wynn falls to 0-1 in his pro debut.
That was an MMA ground fighting clinic. I mean, just in and out of the guard, passing, landing good strikes, in which ultimately those strikes set up that submission. So, I mean, you got to give it to Patino. He's a solid fighter who could have a very good future.
Jayson Patino in full control of that fight from the beginning to the end of the fight. Never in trouble, never hit, never hurt. Really controlling at his will the young James Wynn.
We're going to take a look at a takedown early in the round.
28, and here comes the tap out. We're going to get a couple different looks at it, TJ.
You see, right there, he's got his left arm inside. A lot of guys, won't tap out to that choke, but the way he was finishing it with his fingers, maybe we'll get a better look at it here. He was pretty much doing what they call a 5-finger guillotine choke, where the choke was coming more from his fingers than his forearm.
And you can see the neck bones popping through the back of the skin of James Wynn. No question about that. He had to tap out. He was in some major pain. Pat Miletich has rejoined us. Pat, what were you telling James Wynn where you were yelling from the corner?
Basically, I was telling him to get his hips moving a little bit, and Jayson is a big 155-pounder. I mean, physically he was a lot bigger and a lot stronger, and that's something that James needs to deal with. He needs to put some size on if he wants to deal with these guys. But James is a tough kid.
All right, Elliot Wilborn, talk us through this one, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of time, 4 minutes, 30 seconds in the first round, Jayson Patino!
All right, you are looking at some good sportsmanship there. James Wynn coming over to congratulate Jayson Patino on his